So here we are, friends. The news of the day is, how do you control the weeds and the odor of retention ponds? Hello and welcome, friends. Thank you for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. I do appreciate it. Today's video is Village's news video. Here I am walking on the golf cart path near Tierra del Sol Country Club, which is right across the way. And I wanted to bring you some news that is going on here in the Villages, Florida. These golf courses are closed due to Hurricane Milton, by the way. They do appear to be in very good condition. So here we are, friends. The news of the day is, how do you control the weeds and the odor of retention ponds? There is a retention pond located right in front of you here, friends, where they're having difficulty controlling the weeds and the odor. And the residents are complaining. This was in the villagesnews.com recently, and I wanted to bring you this update. This issue was brought before the District 1 Board of Supervisors, and the residents in this area are asking for the problem to be resolved. Apparently, this issue with this retention pond has been going on for a year. And some residents think it's due to a recent change in contractors. About a year ago, the Villages did change contractors who maintain these retention ponds. These contractors will typically minimize their weeds by applying chemicals. And last year, about this time, there was a change in contractors, and the retention pond started growing weeds, and it became odorous. And they recently held a meeting a couple of weeks ago, and they're trying to figure out what they can do to minimize or eliminate the weeds and the odor of the retention pond. They claim that the pond has grown a lot of algae, hydrilla, it has odors. And when the prior contractor who maintained the ponds was maintaining them, they did not have those issues. So the new contractor is called Cross Creek Environmental. They're treating the pond with chemicals, and it's not working. The previous contractor was Solitude Lake Management, and the residents here indicate that they did a good job maintaining the ponds. So at the meeting a couple of weeks ago, Bruce Brown, who is an assistant district manager, indicated there is only so many chemicals that you can put into these retention ponds to minimize the weeds and the algae, and they need to come up with a different solution. There are two options they can pursue. One option is by adding carp, which is a type of fish, to the pond, and these carp will eat the hydrilla. And when the hydrilla is eaten, it will also minimize the odor of the ponds as well. You can see this is still flooded. This retention pond here is still flooded from Hurricane Milton. You can see the fence right there. The second option to maintain that retention pond is mechanical raking. That's essentially, they put a machine in the lake, they cut the weeds out of the lake. That is a very expensive option. And residents are already sensitive about having their maintenance assessment fees increased. So when you add costs like mechanical raking, there's a good chance your maintenance assessment fees will go up. Apparently the neighbors in the neighborhood around here are running out of patience with this retention pond. They want to have a solution, get rid of the weeds, get rid of the odor. And at the meeting a couple of weeks ago, the District 1 board meeting, they decided to add carp to the retention pond. They are going to place fish in the retention pond. Those fish will eat the hydrilla, which is a type of weed that grows in the bottom of the retention pond. And that will minimize the odor. That has been decided by the District 1 Board of Supervisors. There is a neighbor, his first name is John, who was at the meeting, and he's not so sure that the carp will resolve the problem. He indicates that the carp will not eat the dead hydrilla weed. They will only eat the live hydrilla weed. So if you don't remove the dead hydrillas, weeds, you still will have the odor. And he is afraid that by adding carp to the pond, that will not eliminate the issue. Let me know in the comments below, friends, what you think. I saw this article a few days ago in the villagesnews.com, and I actually could not believe what I was reading. They are actually thinking about adding carp to these retention ponds, at least this retention pond here located near Tierra del Sol Country Club. These are beautiful live oak trees with Spanish moss. Very nice, very awesome. Let me know what you think in the comments below. My initial thought was these carp don't last forever, and when they die, they generally float to the top or to the side of the ponds and they start decaying, and that's not going to smell good either. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.